Hi everyone, David Mitchell from Bayview Renovations, and it's the end of week 2 of our Waterfront project in Bonbeach. And it's been an action-packed couple of weeks. Sorry I couldn't get the first week video last week. We had a few things come up. So there's been quite a lot done in the first 2 weeks. You're looking at the kitchen at the moment, and basically we've just removed the stone top and the glass splashback here. And what's going to happen, you can see the old angles of the kitchen there. You can see here there's an angle on this little front bed. You can see that the dishwasher comes out further than this end panel. It's because the stone used to run at an angle. So what we're going to do, we're going to square that up. It's just going to come out square. You can see here on this end here that it kicks back. It's because the bench actually used to follow that masking tape line there, the tape on the floor. So we're actually going to follow this line. So we're going to come out square, and then back this way, it's also going to go back square that way. You can see by the plastic on the floor, the direction that it used to go. And it just didn't make sense because in the past, you actually couldn't sit at the kitchen bench, and it was really high as well. So we've taken off, if you look at the before videos or photos, you'll see there was like a really high bench on top. So it's just going to be all that one level right the way through, all with new stone. And then there's going to be Laminex surround products on the face that'll be 2-pack painted, and then we're going to tile the kitchen splashback. So that's going to make it a little bit more modern. We're not touching anything else in the kitchen. It's in good condition. There's no need to do that. Just keeping to budget, which is really, really important. So one of the other parts of this project is fixing the veranda. Now, this has been done using plyboard. Plyboard was used many years ago, and not a good product to use on a balcony, especially when you're this close to the beach. There's a hell of a lot of weather that comes in and hits this veranda. You know, on the weekend we had a massive amount of rain, and it just leaked really bad. Obviously the waterproofing is not on at the moment, but when you pull these things up, you can see underneath it, you can see all that rot there in the timber, and under my foot is really unstable. And yeah, this kind of product is not really designed, you know, very well for a balcony. So what we're going to do, this is upon inspection and then a variation with the client. The client's agreed upon. We're going to pull this all up. We're going to make sure that it's perfect underneath. All the structural elements underneath are really good. So basically remove that small bit of balustrade. Then we're going to put in what's called sky-on sheeting. That is basically, you know, indestructible. It's a product that clips together. It's a product that we can waterproof directly onto. It's waterproof in itself. It's got amazing properties, and it will last forever. And then the other thing we're going to do, if you look at this drain, so you can see it comes along and then it hits that column there. So it comes along, goes around there, and then it has to go around here again to the drain. Now, water doesn't really like turning corners, so it's not really the best design. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the drain straight all the way and then around that corner into the drain. And that way it brings it off the bricks as well, because it's not that easy to seal along a brick edge. So we're going to make sure it comes into the drain, and we're going to make sure it looks really good. We're going to use a Laux drain that we use often in our shower bases. It'll look really good. We'll waterproof it. So we'll put sky-on sheeting, we'll put flashing, then we'll put waterproofing, then we'll tile it. Obviously the balustrade will go back on, all those kinds of things. Can't really replace the balustrade with anything else because there's obviously body corporates and stuff. You've got to keep in looking with everyone else. But we're going to make it look as best we can with what we've done. You can see we've put some protective plastic on the windows and everything when we're doing the demolition of the veranda, getting all the old tiles up. So that's all coming along well. That'll actually get started today. The guys will be here in a minute, and they'll be replacing this balcony. What a beautiful place to work. What a gorgeous house. So moving on through, so then there's obviously 2 bathrooms and powder room and laundry that we've done as well. Now this is into the ensuite. Now this is probably the reason why the client called me in the first place, and that is the shower base was leaking, and I actually have done another place property in this block of townhouses where the same thing had happened. There was literally no or little waterproofing, just some flashing, and it was only just a bit of matting in under the shower base, which really didn't do anything. So you can see we've replaced the joists, and you can see there that we've actually strengthened that side as well, but that one there completely replaced. You can probably see better from underneath when I'm down there in the laundry. We've laminated an additional piece of timber on this one, and that goes all the way across the room. I haven't pulled the floor up to show you now. And then this one as well, we've laminated a big piece there too. So then we've built one of our custom shower bases where it goes to a strip grate, so that way you've got a massive amount of water catchment. You know, you see a lot of drains are only this big, you know, that it doesn't really do the job very well. So in this way, you've got one level plane floor going to a massive drain. All the water gets away really well, and it's peace of mind for a very long time. I've never ever had one leak in 30 years that I've been building. So you can see the big niche there for the shower, for your shower bottles and so forth. And of course, there's a really big header that we've put like a lintel across the top of that to hold that weight. And of course, everywhere as well, as we always do, back blocking here for towel rails. So whenever we put our towel rails on, there's always timber behind the wall. And then across on this side, you can see we've reframed a little bit. Obviously, this is a non-structural wall, but 2 mirror shaving cabinets that have gone into the wall above where your mixers and spouts and stuff will be. That custom floating vanity that's going to go in there. And the other thing that obviously has been done is all of the electrical. So you can see here new downlight positions. They used to be on the wall. We've rewired everything here. We've put a light for an LED strip light. That's there. That'll be the sensor in the roof there. And of course, there's a lot of holes in the roof, but that there will be where the heat fan light unit goes. And then, yeah, we'll put a whole new ceiling in this room. Quite a lot going on in this room. And then obviously where we put robe hooks on the back of cavity doors, so that's a sliding door, we put some flooring in the side so that you can screw things without hitting the door and stuff. And then on this side, we've back blocked as well, just in case things need to be put up there in the future as well. So today, in our bathrooms and in the laundry, the plumbers are coming in. So this is ready for the plumbers to rerun their drainage, put all the new mixers in. You can see that we've already back blocked and marked where the mixers are going. You can see over here, spout, mixer, and spout and mixer. Everything is designed and built for tile lines and to be absolutely perfect. These are full-on custom built, properly built bathrooms and renovations. They're done to a design, and that's why they end up looking so beautiful when they're finished. Everything's thought out before the build, before plumbers turn up, before electricians turn up. Everything is thought about, it's discussed with the client, and then executed really well by my trade team. Okay, moving through here, we also have pulled out the powder room. This is the toilet the guys are using at the moment, just through the build. So you can see here again, the plumbers will come in. There's actually an in-wall cistern and toilet going in. So we've reframed this wall here so that the in-wall cistern can go in there. So you can see we've actually framed that to the ceiling. It's a non-load bearing wall. And then again on this side, we've marked out where the spout and mixer is to go. And we've pulled the plaster to the ceiling again, mainly because these two walls are being tiled to the ceiling with mod finger mosaic, and when you do that, you need the walls to be absolutely perfect so that it looks good once it's finished. So if we keep moving on through, and you'll see there's protective plastic absolutely everywhere, right through the whole house. We do that on every single project that we do. Doesn't matter how big the house is, we wrap everything. And including, you'll see here the TV, billiard table, walking machine, everything is wrapped. Now, this is the laundry, and you can see we've pulled the low-lying cupboards. Our electricians have put PowerPoint here, and then obviously PowerPoint's underneath. So what we're doing in here, we're going to put a bench that goes all the way across, sink in the middle, dryer underneath, washing machine underneath this side. So there's lots of bench space to use. And then above, there's going to be overhead cupboards and then a hanging rail on that end where the bulkhead is. So not a lot of plumbing required in here, just making sure that it's updated, not leaking, right position inside the cupboards, stuff like that. And then on this side, so this is where the shower was actually leaking. This is where the initial call came in. You can see underneath the shower, and you can see there's that joist that goes all the way along right to the other side that we had to replace. It was really rotted, not good at all. And then of course, in here, we've removed the linen cupboard because the linen cupboard itself that was in this spot here was completely rotted. It was really bad. Once we pulled it out, we realized just how bad it was. So our cabinet makers are custom designing and installing a full carcass linen cupboard into here as well. So we basically just framed out this side here to better suit the cupboard, and that we'll just clean that up. Today it's been Action Jackson, the boys getting things in front of the plumber, who should be here in a minute. And then we come downstairs to the downstairs bathroom, and this one's obviously downstairs on a slab. So just actually, if I could just say something about the laundry. There was no need at all to pull the laundry floor up. These tiles go right through the whole house. So we didn't see the need to pull these tiles up. We're just going to get a couple of tiles and put them in the end there that are similar to this tile. It'll be in under the dryer. You're not going to see it anyway. So why pull up a floor that's in perfectly good condition and waste money? You don't always have to do that to make things look good. So again, just keeping it to the budget. And then so as I stated in here, this is the downstairs main bathroom for the rest of the bedrooms. We've obviously removed all the tiles and then ground the slab down. And then we had to cut the slab and reposition the waste. It'll have to go back there. There's a strip grate going across the back of the shower base. The reason why we had to move it is because it used to be a really big corner bath. In fact, you can sort of see it on the ground. You can see how much floor space it used to take. Like, the room's not very big, and that was how big the bath was. How ridiculous. So we're just putting a 900 by 900 corner shower in there. So today the plumbers will move that point across to there. Then there'll be a strip grate that goes in. We haven't affected the footings or anything like that. It's literally just part of the slab. And then obviously we've put on that wall there two big lintels going right across the room to hold the weight for the niche. That's a big shower niche there. And then on that side there'll be an in-wall cistern in the wall there. All in-wall cisterns, so they're going to look really good. This is going to look really good when it's finished, this job. And then on this side, today we'll move that point back into the wall, and then spouts and mixers have been positioned for the plumbers, and then there's a 900mm shaving cabinet in the wall, and that's why that lintel's across the top there as well. So this is a 1200mm wall hung vanity with a 900mm shaving cabinet above it. So the waste point for the toilet is okay. I think we don't need to move that one that's underneath there. That'll work fine. On this side, we had to remove the pump for the spa, and then we've obviously, again, back blocked for towel rails and things like that. So, you know, and then on this side as well, in case there's a handtail bar wanting to go on that wall, we always do that. It's so much better to put a towel rail screw it into timber so it never moves. And then of course we've back blocked for, you know, the shower heads and things like that. So yeah, looking good. Today, very soon, the plumbers are going to turn up. They're going to start doing drainage. They're going to run all their water pipes, reposition everything where it needs to be as per the plans. That's what we call roughing. So they should be here for probably 3 days doing all of this. Is quite a bit of work, but as you can see, our carpenters do a lot of the hard work for them before they turn up. So yeah, and then obviously in this room as well, all of the electrical's already been done. You can see there, that's the wire for the LED strip light. That's the sensor in the ceiling for the strip light. Again, they have positioned the heat fan light units and anything else that's required, such as, you know, there's a new downlight there that's positioned to go above the center of the vanity. And then obviously they've rewired everything to suit. They would have checked everything in the house. They would have checked the switchboard. They would have looked for any upgrades required. Same with the plumbers when they come. They always check to make sure that your pressure is meeting regulations. They make sure that the temperature meets regulations. If not, they alter it, because we always provide compliance certificates for it. All right, so that's enough from me. We are looking forward to getting into the week. Thanks for watching. We'll update you next week. Cheers.